Major manufacturers in America and around the globe are now focusing on environmental responsibility and going green in their daily production processes. Frito-Lay, the well-known multi-billion-dollar snack food maker, is one such company. Driven by top-level commitment to being green, the company is aggressively moving to significantly reduce its consumption of key resources system-wide. Reclaiming and recycling are obvious areas of attention in the company's efforts. For example, at the start of the manufacture of potato chips, the washing process produces starch as a natural and unavoidable byproduct. 2.2 million pounds of starch are reclaimed annually from this plant alone. The starch is treated and sold for other uses. At the end of the production line, cardboard boxes used for packing and delivering chips to stores are also recycled, some of them many times over, as demonstrated by the many labels seen on the side of boxes in the packing area. Each year, 5 million trees are saved, enough to fill New York Central Park nearly 200 times. Solar energy also is a part of Frito-Lay's initiatives. At its Modesto, California plant, 50 acres of solar concentrators generate power for its Sun Chips manufacturing facility.
Green manufacturing has really been a focus for Frito-Lay since the 90s, and we really started out in focusing on resource conservation as a cost initiative to drive down our overall operational costs in energy and utilities. But it's now really become a focus on getting to zero. How do we have a zero impact on the environment from what we use from a natural resource standpoint? So how might we recycle and reuse 90% of all of our water? That's the real focus today. So it's moved from a focus on driving operational cost performance to doing the right thing for the environment and also demonstrating that we can do it well before we have to go do it.
Stating a commitment to green manufacturing and sustainable production is one thing. Action is quite another. For a number of years now, the company has put in place resource conservation teams to help support its sustainability goals.
The purpose of the resource conservation teams at Frito-Lay are to look, listen, and monitor the usages for energy and utilities. Back in the mid to late 90s, our company was looking at what was going to be available, especially in water in the United States, natural gas, and looking out 10 to 15 years and what was going to happen in the United States. Some of those things that we took for granted in the late 80s and early 90s are becoming more scarce and less available. Because of that, in the mid to late 90s, we came up with resource conservation teams whose role is to go out again and look, listen, and feel. Find out where we're using them, how much we're using, to monitor that usage, and to bring the usage down to a reasonable control level.
Company goals include reducing electricity use by 45%, natural gas use by 50%, and water 75% per pounds of product by 2017 compared to original company baseline levels. The company's sustainability initiatives have not gone unnoticed. Awards and recognition have come from high-profile entities and agencies such as LEED, Leadership in Energy and Environmental Design, and the Environmental Protection Agency. Most recently, PepsiCo, Frito-Lay's parent company, earned the prestigious Partner of the Year award from the EPA. Zero landfill waste, defined as less than 1% of total facility waste going to landfill, also is a goal for Frito-Lay.
We don't want anything to go out to waste, so how can we do that and minimize our environmental footprint? A large part of it is going out and looking for additional recycling streams. For things that never were recyclable in the past, let's go out and find out who can reuse that. And what we're finding out is that there are a lot of materials that we can reuse that we never thought was possible to reuse. So based on that, we have certain types of plastic that in a home are not recyclable, but for an industry, because of the amounts we produce, we're capable of sending them off to a recycling facility and having them reused.
The goals set by the company are aggressive, but employees are dedicated to making a difference.
Our baseline year, we were at 15%. Last year, the manufacturing plant at Orlando was at a 7% landfill percentage. And next year, we're planning on being pretty close to that 1% goal. Currently, we're at about 6.5% to 6%, and it's moving down as we find more and more areas where we can recycle different waste streams.
One of the most important topics in the world of business today is sustainability, controlling the use of scarce resources to make our planet a better place to work and live. Managers are finding that the combination of expensive resources, sundry regulation, and the firm's reputation results in a heavy burden that falls squarely on the shoulders of operations management. A whole new area of operations management jobs is being created in the drive for green manufacturing and sustainability. And Frito-Lay, as we've seen, is a national leader in this endeavor.